Alright, jabronis, I'm super late with this one because we already had a game. The Thursday night game happened already, and I'm already 0-1, of course, because I picked the Los Angeles Rams to beat the Seahawks, and of course they lost 29-30 by a point, so that doesn't shock me. Alright, so let's recap what happened in Week 4. Wow, probably the worst week for me in a long time. I think I only got like 6 or 7 picks right, and a lot of upsets. I knew Buffalo would lose to New England, but they kept it in there so close. They could have won with a touchdown, but Josh Allen got a concussion and was out the rest of the game, and we had to bring in our backup Matt Barkley. And yeah, when you bring a backup quarterback in against the New England Patriots, it doesn't usually end well, unless you're Nick Foles. But other than that, that was our first loss of the year, and tomorrow we look to rebound it. So hopefully we can do just that because Josh Allen this morning was just cleared from the concussion protocol, and he will play, so that's huge. And as long as he doesn't go crazy, like acting like a gunslinger and throwing deep passes like he was doing against New England, which cost us the game. If he would have played like the first 3 weeks, we probably would have been in there and had a chance. And then again, if it wasn't for that dirty hit from one of the New England players, and he stayed in the game, we still, it would have been an interesting finish. So, anyways, let's get on with Week 5. Let's talk about where the Bills are going this time. We are back on the road, and we're not going to MetLife Stadium since we beat the Jets and Giants there. We're going back on the road to the Music City to play Magic Marcus, Mariota, and the Tennessee Titans. All right, so the Titans can look great one week and look terrible the next week. The Titans just beat the Falcons, and the Falcons aren't the best team in the league. Atlanta, I don't know what's wrong with Atlanta. I mean, ever since the preseason, they've looked terrible. And, I thought it was just the preseason. All the teams aren't supposed to look the best, but since week 1, Atlanta's looked bad, and Tennessee got the best of them and beat the Falcons last week. But that was their good week, so now this should be the Titans' bad week. And when Buffalo comes to town with the ranked number 2 defense, yeah, you can look at that Patriots highlights game, the Bills' defense. Wow, I knew we were good, but we are officially ranked the number 2 defense in the league. So I think the Bills have a good shot at going 4-1 against the Tennessee Titans. Next up, speaking of New England, they will be playing the Washington Redskins with Colt McCoy starting, another backup quarterback. Oh, man, as much as it would be amazing if Washington could win, I'm going to have to pick New England. Next, we got Baltimore Ravens against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers. The New York Jets versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm pretty sure Sam Darnold's still out with mono. Good Lord. We got the Chicago Bears versus the Oakland Raiders. I'm going to pick the Chicago Bears. The Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Giants. Hey, Daniel Jones is undefeated as a starter. So, if you got an undefeated quarterback going into the game, I have to pick him. So I'm going to go with the New York Giants. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Wow. Did Tampa unload last week against the Rams? Whoo. Man, I am excited about how Tampa's been playing recently. And I'm going to pick them as the upset of the week. Tampa Bay takes out division rival New Orleans. And we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Houston Texans. Both teams, Houston's actually let me down. I didn't think that they have 2 losses going into Week 5. They're 2-2, I believe. And, fairly disappointed in how Houston's been playing recently. But this is a home game against Atlanta, so I'm going to go with the Houston Texans. Next, we got the Arizona Cardinals against the Cincinnati Bengals. Fine, I'm going to have to do it. I'm picking Arizona. They're going to get their first win of the year against the Bengals. The Bengals have looked like crap. They only scored 3 points against Pittsburgh. Then again, it was in Pittsburgh, Monday night game, all that stuff. But Kyler Murray, please, God, win this game. Please. I've been picking Arizona 3 out of the 4 weeks now, or 4 out of the 5. I picked Seattle last week, and they did win. But come on, Arizona, please beat the Bengals. Next, we got Jacksonville versus Carolina. I'm going to go with the legend of Gardner Minshew and say the Jacksonville Jaguars take out the Panthers. Denver versus the San Diego Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers. Green Bay versus Dallas. I'm going to say Green Bay. Indianapolis versus Kansas City. I'm going to say Kansas City. Cleveland versus San Francisco will be our Monday night game. I'm going to say San Francisco. And we got the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins on a bye week. Miami, I'm pretty sure, lost that bye week matchup and is already 0-5. So let's see if the Bills can take out the Music City Maniacs, Tennessee Titans. We should. Bounce back after that very close game against New England. We can take out the Titans, go 4-1 into our bye week next week. I think we'll be looking pretty sharp.